Welcome back, fellow knights, to another glorious battle. Today we are playing Third Age Reforged, and this is a 4v4. Now, the person who sent in this replay, he sent it through email, and he explained that this is the greatest battle that I will ever see. It's a massive 4v4. It's really close. I'm not going to say everything he said in the email because I don't want to give away the battle, but it's good versus evil. This massive frontline, epic cav battles, massive armies, and the map is really cool just by looking at it. It's a very narrow pass here. You've got the lake over here, and then you've got mountains over here, so there's not a lot of ground, especially for a 4v4, for these armies to fight. That means you're going to see a massive front line, and it is going to be pretty juicy. So I am pretty excited to see how this one turns out. Now, we are doing super slow-mo because we'll speed it up a little bit. We'll do 0.4 speed. Going slow here because it is starting, I believe. Let's real quick look at the different factions, and then we can dive in here. So starting on the baddies, the evil guys, we have Rune commanded by Ending Flame. And then in the center, more runic forces. And then we have the Orcs of the Misty Mountains commanded by Bloodbath McGrath. So yeah, he's got some forces up there right in the front, ready to go. Now, right behind him, we've got Isengard, led by Isengard Mechs. So yeah, he's got some forces. We even have some Dramatrolls on the battlefield, which is really exciting. So yeah, Isengard back here. And then we have Mordor. Of course, you've got to have Mordor when you're evil. Commanded by Smokin and Tolkien. So yeah, very, very awesome forces there. Let's go ahead and look at the good guys. So the good guys, we have Dol Amroth, led by Lord Finrod Fleagund. And then back here we have Dale, commanded by Baconfish. I think we have two Dalian forces here, but Baconfish is right in the front. Right behind here, we have more Dol Amroth. We have Arthedain, led by Mighty Eskimo. And then we have the other Dalish force, commanded by Frodo. And then here's more of his forces sitting back in reserve. I'm pretty sure that was all the players. I hope I didn't miss anyone there. I'm pretty sure I covered everyone. So we're gonna do normal speed here, and it looks like the good guys are taking a defensive position here, right in the trees. We do have some really good archers. Now, of course, the good factions are very, very powerful, especially a lot of their bows. We got the Dalian marksmen. Right behind all these skirmishers, we have the Lake Town spearmen. So not necessarily the greatest of units. Also some pikemen mixed in there as well. Not necessarily the greatest of units, but they will hold. And I think there's a reason why they have kind of lower quality troops here, is because sometimes arrows go over the heads of, you know, the archers and will hit infantry. It's okay if they hit some spearmen, as long as they don't go after elites. But they're actually doubling down and sending up even more spears to this front line. Let's go back over here to the bad guys. Let's see, their archers are slowly moving up here, trying to get into position. Not quite in position. It is going to be a very touch and feel, you know, touch and go type situation here. Touch and feel, that's the same thing. Touch and go is what I meant to say. Touch and feel, that just sounds inappropriate. Anyways, they are slowly moving up because they don't want to get bombarded by probably 1,000 arrows. Very close to that. I do hear some arrows being shot, though. Is that true? Do my ears deceive me? I think so. And now the good faction is moving forward. So they're both kind of just inching forward, waiting for their bows to get in range before the other, you know, archers. Because if you have archer superiority, if you have the ability to sit back and relax like you guys are while watching the video, hope you got your snacks and drinks, of course. But if you got time to sit back and relax, that's perfect, because that makes the enemy have to come to you. Unless they can pull off some very impressive cav charges, which is a possibility. But yeah, still nothing yet. And here we go. Uruk-hai archers moving up to the front. Very nice. And then when they're supported by some heavy goblin spearmen, it's very cool to see all the evil factions working together here. It's also really cool to see all the good factions working together, but there's something extra cool about evil factions, you know? They're just evil, you know? You gotta have the evils, the baddies. But the archers are still not in range, except, no, these guys aren't in range either, which is really surprising because, oh, there we go. Shots have been fired, and it seems like the battle has officially begun with, of course, a skirmish. The Isengard Urukai are going to fire back here. Not that bad for the Isengard. Not that bad at all because they haven't taken too many casualties. Now, I don't think they're going to win this engagement if they keep this up. If they do nothing here, I think eventually Isengard will lose. But that's not necessarily a terrible thing. But look at the difference of formations here. You've got the bad guys very loose, very unorganized. And I don't mean that because they're bad. It's as in like they're evil. It's unorganized because I think they're trying to hold back as many units as possible to prevent any kind of excessive archer, casualties or casualties by bow. I think what they're trying to do is bleed the ammo of the good guys. Even if they lose the skirmish here, they're causing them to waste a lot of ammo on what? 2 units of Urukai archers? But here's the question. Are they using all their bows? Let's see. Yes, they are. Yes. Are these guys firing? No. But they are using all of these troops, which I think is a little excessive. I think that's the strategy of the bad guys here. But actually, hold that thought. They are setting up some war grinders. Let's see if they can get some good charges here. Of course they're going for the marksman. Very deadly force. And now Dale is sending up the spearmen. And they're going to scare off the cav, and that's going to give the archers an opportunity to fire at the backs. But instead, they're going to keep on firing at the Urukai, and they're also firing at some heavy goblin spears who are in a shield wall formation. It's just, the goblin armor is pretty cool, but at the same time, it's so impractical. Oh my god, words are hard. It's not likely. I mean, like, whatever. Just deal with my crappy commentary. I can't talk today. Damn, here comes another cap charge. Impractical? Impractical. Anyways, basically what I was saying, their armor looks really cool, but at the same time, it'd be very difficult to have armor like that. It's very, like, sharp and rigid, and you'd probably cut yourself and allies. Anyways, here comes a charge. Very nice charge on the Doran Irlin archers of Dol Amroth. And they got the Temple Inquisitors, of course, cutting down Dol Amroth. And Dale was not quick enough to protect them, and now they're having to send up their spears. This is a great opportunity. Oh, now that we even have some goblin infantry charging in. I did not see them creeping up. And there we go. This is our first infantry collision here, our first infantry clash. Of course, the goblin infantry breaks right away. No surprise there. Lake Town spearmen pushing up. They're doing their job. It's trying to scare off the enemy cav. Let's see if the good guys try to reassemble here, try to reform their archers and reorganize. If I was part of the evil forces, they finally organized their troops. That's good to see. But if I was them, I would be pushing now. You've disrupted the archer formations, right? They're now falling back. Oh, Rune is going in. Rune's setting in some clansmen. We also have the Temple Inquisitors once again doing an excellent job of striking these guys. Who would have thought? Who would have thought that using cav in such a thin area of a battlefield, you're still able to pull off sneaky cav charge and land some great hits? Now the clansmen, the Eastron clansmen here, Rune, they're not going to do well against these pikes. But we'll see. Maybe they're just keeping them at bay. And we got more clansmen over here fighting these archers, which is excellent. Cut them down. Cut them all down. And now they are having to fall back completely to the safety of the Dalian front line. Let's see if the bad guys will try to take advantage of that. Are they going to inch forward their archers, or are they going all in? Seems like I'm seeing a mix of infantry and archers. But yeah, they've got the advantage here. That's well played by the baddies. Doing an excellent job here. Let's see how this progresses, though. Oh, okay. So we've got the Haven Knights, the mounted Haven Knights charging in, actually breaking these clansmen. So it seems like they're kind of throwing in their crap troops. I think we're going to get another cab charge over to the rear. Not a big deal, not a big deal. These are crap troops. I mean, it does suck to see units charge in alone like this. But I think he was just seeing how far he could go for Rome. No, how far he could go with these troops and see what kind of defense they would lay down. Again, we've got, some Greenwood lumbermen. They were supporting this fight. But look at the rows here. Look at the archers firing over these rows of men. It's going to be tough to get through this. Very tough. Oh, but look at this. Dol Amroth is seeking revenge, but has kind of got himself stuck here, getting surrounded by the Dunlanding veterans and also the Temple Inquisitors. Now Rune is sending in some heavy infantry, so that is not a good sight to see. This is a very expensive, very deadly unit, which you saw effective. I mean, they took out 2 units. They're going to try to run their way through the forces. Wow. Okay, I'm actually really impressed that they've only, killed 2, 3, 4? Only 4 of them died there. Amazing that he got his cav out of there. But here comes a massive charge. Look at this. They're charging in, and they're going in with the Rune forces. And now we've got Dale ready to embrace the enemy with their spears. Spears, a very important, very deadly weapon of the battlefield. You know, obviously spears keep distance between you and the enemy. And that is why they're so good at holding the front line. And now we've got more and more forces charging in. We got Orc Fodder. Orc Fodder going in. Massive front line. This is what he was talking about, man. This is a pretty epic front. I'm not going to lie. Really epic struggle. Look at this. It's still going on. Still going on. Now we're going to see another charge here. These are infantry here. I can never pronounce his name right. Moranion infantry. This is a common Lord of the Rings name too. I can't get it. So I'm just going to be honest with you guys. It's basically the I'm pretty sure the unit that protects the Black Gate. It's that region over there. Anyways, very, very cool frontline battle here. I mean, look at this. Let's get a bird's eye view. Look at this fight. But yeah, we haven't really seen any like heavy-duty troops yet from the bad guys. They are sending in some jabbies. What do we got? Orc javelins from Mordor, trying to support the infantry here. But could you imagine being in this front line? It would be very difficult. And the jabbies are actually going for the lumbermen here. Ooh, and they are getting some deadly hits on those Greenwood lumbermen. Very tragic to see that. As those lumbermen are not even proper soldiers. They're just like, I'll join the battle. I gotta defend my forest. And they're just getting destroyed out there. But they're fighting right at the water, guys. I mean, yes, this battle line takes up the entire force here, or the entire pass, this mountain pass. Rune is kind of blobbing up here a little bit too blobbed up. It's not that bad, but they might want to send in more forces here. They might even want to send in the big guns. They've got their drummers over here. Some moral support, like, keep charging. Except trolls don't sound like that, but, you know, whatever. Here comes, oh, here we go. This is what they need. Uruk-hai pikemen. They are now going to be sent up in the mix. And my God, look at this fight. This is just pure chaos. And even if they break through these forces, they're going to have layer after layer after this. I love to see the arrows just fly overhead. It's really fantastic. You know what this battle needs? Some artillery. That's what it needs. Just some juicy artillery. God, look at that fight. Look at all these units moving up. Isengard sending in there. Oh man, they just keep both sides just keep sending more and more forces. And it does look like they are making some progress here against Dale, especially once they send in the Isengard pikemen. What are the good guys going to do here? They are going to send in some of their units as well. We got some men-at-arms from Dol Amroth. We also have some Earls of Esgaroth charging in from Dale from Frodo. Mordor even has some forces in here. We got the Black Legion. I can see their shield from a mile away. They're also joining the mix, and my God, this is honestly going to be a battle of attrition, unless something crazy happens here. I think both teams here, both armies, are going to constantly send in more troops until it's over. I mean, I can't really imagine seeing it play out or any other way. You know, I think this is how it's going to end. And just look at, you can just see where the good are holding the bad. You can just see the lines. It's zigzaggy. Look at that. They're looking very, very thin here. They've got to send up more, which they are. They are. They even have some archers firing into the mix. Hopefully they're missing a lot of their allies. But Dol Amroth charging some men-at-arms. And now they even have some pikes of their own to match the Uruk-hai pikes. We have a Nazgul up here. Oh, fantastic. He's like, fight me. Fight me. I can't do the scream, but you know, I just imagine him sounding like that. Even though we know how they sound, I just prefer the I am a Nazgul. I don't know. Maybe I should have made the movies. No, I shouldn't have. It would have been terrible. All right, but yeah, really, really good fight here. And looks like they're actually having some progress. And now the bad guys are having to send in some goblin infantry. Like, that's going to make a difference. Really good push by the good guys. Let's see. Are they starting to run out of troops here? Wow. This is crazy. I don't think I've ever seen so many troops die in a matter of minutes. Like, so many men. It's hard to tell, but so many men have died here. Now we've got trolls in the mix. These are Isengard trolls. They look a little goofy. But yeah, they are in the mix. They're actually in the back line. Look at that. That could be huge. And Rune is just trying to pierce his way through this line. But now we've got some archers charging. It's some hobbits. Hobbits have entered the battlefield. Very cool. Some sword masters trying to hold this. Elite units. But the trolls are in the back lines causing chaos. The balance of power is dead even. Look at 44 to 42%. Oh my god. Hold! The trolls, they're in the back line. Take them out, please. Oh my god. Big old fight here. Big old fight. Isengard now sending in some of their Uruk-hai infantry. Are these Isengard pikes breaking? What's going on here? Yes, they're breaking. Pikemen are breaking. The unit of 35, which is not the largest of units, but I'm quite surprised to see them break. Jeez, look at this. Well, gee, mister. Some Uruk-hai infantry right in the thick of this fight, taking on some Lake Town spearmen still. Taking on Lake Town spearmen. And just look at the carnage here, man. It's just, I think everyone sent in everything. Seriously. Both forces have just collided everything they have for this center point. You know, usually when I play in battles like these, where the enemy has a position like this, where they're holding like a narrow passway, usually what I do is I attack everywhere, but try to send in the elites or send in an elite force to penetrate through. Because once you break through at any point of this line, it will cause the rest of the line to crumble. So I think the key here is just breaking through somewhere. And if you're attacking an area that you just know you're not going to break through, just send up crap troops that way, just to hold the enemy at bay over there as you send in elites. And it seems like Rune is doing a pretty good job of that. But every time, man, they just keep sending in more and more troops. Wardens of the North from Mighty Eskimo. He's going to send in more forces to support against Rune, because this is a major problem. And we have even more troops. Yes, Bardian marksmen. They're having to send in archers to keep the runic forces at bay. The Easterlings at bay. There they go. Uh-oh. Is that more trolls? Trolls! There's a troll in the dungeon. Yeah, they're going to be charging in these trolls. And we also have some White Uruk Fearmongers, which is like a halberd type unit pushing in to this front line. My god. This is crazy. It's a crazy battle. Crazy, crazy fight. Very fun, very exciting battle to watch. Oh, look at this. Look at this. Isengard's going for a push. Oh, it's Saruman. Saruman. He's right in the mix. Look at this hero. Oh, my God. I'm sure these are the guards of Orthanc. Saruman. Do you know who I am? I am Saruman. There he goes. He's going through. He's trying to get to the Dalian marksmen, I assume. There's still a lot of arrows flying through the air. Still a lot of a big skirmish battle going on. You can see a lot of the archers in reserve. A lot of runic archers. Rune does have some pretty solid archers. Oh, the drummer trolls, man. How did they die? I guess the enemy archer fire. But this battle is still going on. You can see that they've pushed back quite a bit here. They pushed back quite a bit. And just look at the death. in this small area. Insane. It's crazy how many soldiers have died in this one small area of battle. I mean, I can't imagine being in a fight like this. I mean, I bet a lot of soldiers just died from pure suffocation. I mean, there's just nowhere to breathe here. What is this? Drake bloodlings? Are you kidding me? Look at them. They've gotten behind the lines. How did they sneak them in? Who owns this unit? I think it's Mordor? Yeah, no, it's Orcs in the Misty Mountains, really? They've actually been able, there's a hole in the line, our first gap in the line, it seems like, right in the middle. Rune's also making some progress, but thanks to the archer reinforcements, they're kind of getting slowed down here. But they are still pushing pretty well on this side. God, this is a fight, man. Oh, man. It's crumbling. It's crumbling. Now we got cav charges going. Good use of the cav. Nice charge there. Probably cutting down a lot, and they just got to, you know, rinse and repeat. Rinse and repeat. Keep chopping down those runic boys. Then we got Orcs in the Misty Mountains causing some trouble here with their very elite forces. Jeez. Golly. Nice use of the terrain here with these archers. So what do we have now? Oh, now we have the Warg Riders pushing through. Very smart play here of keeping the Warg Riders in reserve, waiting for there to be a gap. Now he can pour through and cause some havoc against the enemy archers. They run right through the line here. They're going to charge the Black Swan Vanguard. Very nasty unit. I'm quite surprised that Dol Amroth was keeping this unit in reserve. But I think it's smart at the same time. They've got to keep a lot of reserves here if they want any chance of winning this one. Because you want to keep it... Basically, if the enemy is sending in all of their units at once, yes, they might overwhelm you. But if you have reserves, those troops, the reserves are going to be fresh. Whoa, fire coming in over here. I don't know where that's from. But yeah, you keep reserves. It keeps those troops fresh. And fatigue is definitely important in these types of games. You got to keep your troops fresh. And it doesn't matter how elite they are. If they're not fresh, they're not going to put up a good fight. Oof, there goes the trolls. Taking on these Black Swan Vanguard. Let's see if the Vanguard can kind of turn this one around. I know it's just one unit, but they've got a nice angle on the Orcs in the Misty Mountains, so they might be able to cost... Ooh, look at that. Taking out some Warg Riders, like disgusting, as these troops get up, like disgusting wargs. Filthy wargs. Very nice. Oh my god, so much death. So much death. Isengard still trying to get their way through. It's looking pretty good here. 78 to 81%, but it's looking good for the bad guys. I don't know. It's still really close. Nice charge there. It looks like this cav is down to just 2 men. I don't know if they're going to be able to make it out of here. Let's see. God, they are lucky. But they're going to keep charging in. Even though it's just 2 of them, you can still do a lot of damage. It's not going to be game-changing, but you can still do some damage to the enemy. Look at them just pouring in. We ride! Death! Death to the enemy! It's really hard to even cover this battle. There's just so much going on. Small tactics everywhere. Now we've got Temple and Executioners pushing around the flank. Archer fire now focusing them down. That's a really smart play. Try to use your arrows on very quality troops. Now we have the Nazgul pushing and taking out some Dunedain Rangers. The Guards of Orthanc. Is Saruman? Is he? Saruman! Is he dead? I don't see him. He might be dead. I would love to find his body, but the chance of that is near impossible. Where are you, Saruman? Where are you? Alright, well, if he's not in the unit, he's for sure dead. Which really sucks. Is that him? I don't know. He's somewhere in there. Just gotta find it somewhere. Reminds me, if you guys ever seen that that animation, Ants or Ant Z? I've heard it pronounced both ways, but I'm pretty sure it's just Ants. There's a battle scene where he's trying to you know, get closer to the princess, and he thought it was going to be like a parade. It ends up being a battle and a march to fight termites. And the guy looking out for him during the battle dies. Well, he's nothing but a head. And then he's like, don't give up. We'll find your body somewhere around here. And he's just looking across the battlefield, just littered with dead termites and ant bodies everywhere. It's just, this is just the kind of, it's a long, you know, it's a long way to explain something. What am I trying to say here? It's a, I don't know. My brain is not working anymore. I should get some help. Anyways, what I was trying to say is that it's a long explanation of what I was referring to. But anyways, hopefully you got what the, you know, got the little connection there. But yeah, there they go. Jesus. They break through. There's a lot of troops breaking through. A lot of troops winning left and right. It's a very close battle. At this point, the players kind of need to calm down here. Take it slow. What is that? What is that fire from? Oh, we got some Dragon Wrath crossbowmen. They are getting charged by Cav. They were the ones shooting the fire. They're getting banged up, though. They might want to watch out for that Cav. Let's see if we can watch them get another volley here. Ooh, they're getting chopped down by enemy archers. Good, wise decision by the good guys to do that. Okay, so a lot of evil forces pushing up. It looks like the good guys are kind of setting up a last stand here. This is kind of cool, like a last stand within a last stand. They're kind of setting up the rest of their forces. They still have some Bardian marksmen out in the front, taking on some troops. Here comes the guards of Orthanc. It's really close, 89 to 91%. The good guys have died slightly more. The archers are now just letting loose. They're like, fire as quickly as you can, man. This is our only chance of survival. They're coming. There's no hope. Flee for your lives. No, wait. They're fighting the Nazgul over here. Look at this. This is a pretty important battle. God, it's still really close. Now it's 90 to 92%. I think the good guys are starting to catch up here. Ooh, they got to kill these guys. They're really close. But they're focusing fire. Let's see. Oh, they're very afraid of these crossbowmen by Rune. A nice little charge there by Dale. There's still some good guys out in the mix here. Oh, friendly fire though a little bit. Let's just take a second here. Let me slow it down here real quick. But look at this fight. Look at the carpet. I mean, seriously, look at it. You can barely see the grass. So many bodies lay here. This is going to be some fertile ground for farming in the future if the good guys can win here. But look at that. Look at, especially here. My God. This was a struggle. This was a struggle. All right. So there goes the charge, silencing the archers. That is not good. They need to get, what are they doing? They charging Nazgul? They're charging the Nazgul. I guess they're trying to quickly kill them, but it's kind of hard to kill them. You need fire. You need fire, dang it. More charging going on. Dale trying to slow down. I think that's their strategy right here. Slow down the attack here by the evil forces to buy time for the archers to keep firing into the mix. But I think the bad factions realize that, and that's why they're charging in men. Here comes a counter charge by Dalian Royal Guard. It's going to be a tough unit to kill. My God, this is going to be tough. 92 to 94%. This is going to be close, guys. This is going to be a close battle. Rune now pushing in, surrounding these Royal Guard. They've got to be really wise with their decisions. I mean, this is going to come down to the wire. Oh no, it's not looking good for the baddies. The balance of power is greatly in favor of the good guys. It might be the last remaining troops. Dale holding on to these Royal Guard might be the game changer. We'll see though, we'll see. Oh wait, let's not forget about these bows. Still going after the Nazgul, because I think they realize that they're very important. Constantly harassing them. And then we've got the Black Shot Dragon Slayers with their comically large swords. Giving me too much of an anime vibe, which is really killing me here. I really hope they don't make the swords that big forever. I want to see those swords smaller. Like a normal sword size. Oh yeah, it's looking 95 to 95%, but it is greatly in favor of the good guys. I think they're going to be able to take this one. It just depends. Just depends. Whoa! Cav charge there, dead instantly. The Royal Guard holding this line. Archers are out of ammo now. They now have to join the fight. They're gonna have to join the fight. So we are getting close down to the wire. As every minute goes by, it seems more and more clear that the good guys are going to take this one. Oh, but wait, Camus chosen. And we also have some Camus shadow bows, and we have some spears, some Easterlings. There's still a chance here. It's not over yet. It always, I mean, when it's this close, it can come down to a death of a general, and then that's the deciding factor. Oh man, I don't know. This is, I mean, percentage-wise, this is still very, very close. But balance of power-wise, it seems like the good guys are going to take this one. Now we have some Rangers going in. They've used up all their ammo. Some cab charge. This is a general here. Who's general? Arthadane. Gray Company. Or Arthadine, I should say. Oh, if he could die, that could be a huge help. Camille's chosen right in the thick of the fight. Let's see if they can turn this battle around. It seems like a long shot, but again, if they can kill a general, then get some general kills. If they can somehow amazingly get a chain route. I mean, it's amazing that the battle consisted of thousands upon thousands of troops. Look at this. Look at this. Bird's eye view of this struggle. You can see where they pushed in and pushed back. Very chaotic. But it all comes down to this. Nobody truly wins this battle, regardless of what happens here, because of all the death and all the casualties. Oh, now we got Daily and Royal Guard. Yeah, I think this one has been settled, guys. I think the good guys are going to take this one. Just seems like it's a fool's hope to believe in the baddies. A fool's hope. But as long as there's time in the frameage here, the frame number, whatever, there's always hope. It's not over till the fat lady's singing. So really, we're just kind of watching them fight it out. But I honestly, I'm going to speed it up here because I honestly don't believe that they have enough to win this one. And it seemed like the bad guys were going to take it for the longest time. But the good guys kind of turned it around. I think the turning point for the good guys was when they held up here. And they had that Dalian Royal Guard. I think that really decided the battle here for the bad guys. Because they had an uphill battle. Because they won down here, but they had to march upward to take on thousands of arrows. And take on some pretty elite Dalian forces. So, yeah. I think this one's been decided, folks. And we're going to go ahead and speed this up as we get to the final conclusion. We can watch the Nazgul fight to the death because they are very, very strong. Extremely strong. But we're at our last couple seconds here. And yes, this will be a good guy victory. Dale, Dolamroth, Other Dale, and Arthadine hold against the forces of evil. And wow, the Nazgul are annoyingly strong. They're still fighting them. Are those shadow bows? No. Those are the Nazgul. There we go. So here's the end results. Everybody played their part. Lowest kills was this Mordor? No, that's Mordor. This is the Misty Mountains, getting 1,300. I think that's the lowest total kills. The lowest on the good guys, and second lowest is Dol Amroth here. Who got the most kills? Well, that would belong to Baconfish, who was Dale, who took on the initial charge, and then Isengard, no surprise there, getting the most kills for his team. So who sent this in? Isengard Mex sent this in. So a lot of people sent in this battle replay, a lot of them. So I assume that this was a pretty amazing battle, and I think it was because of how unique it was. It's not the best battle I've ever seen, and I don't mean that in a mean way, but it was certainly very good and very interesting to see, like, just the forces clash here right in that center. It's just an epic brawl, and it's always fun to sit back and watch those. It's really interesting, just epic to watch. But that is gonna wrap it up here today in Middle-earth. I hope you guys enjoyed this battle replay, and if you did, don't forget to leave a like, of course. And also subscribe if you haven't, if you want to see more epic battles. But thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time on the battlefield.